Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be doing another blooper reel. Welcome back. Wanted to end this on a nice note. This is episode 30, so I kind of wanted to celebrate the fact that we're doing 30 episodes. So wanted to end it kind of funny. This will be my last video for the year. So just wanted to go out with a bang. Wanted to make everybody laugh, and I wanted everybody to know exactly why the hell I call this the rough draft. So enjoy the clips, and I'll see you afterwards. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about my publishing plans for 2021 and my holiday economic support initiative. Thank you for tuning into this episode of the Rough Draft. I'm excited, really excited. I'm actually going to be publishing another book. So, that's not working. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Savio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about my publishing plans for 2021 and also my holiday economic support initiative. Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of the Rough Draft. I'm actually very excited for this particular episode. I'll be talking about my next publishing project. So I do have a book planned to be published in 2021. I know I talked about this, I probably believe in episode 14 or 15. So yeah, it's about to be done. I mean, the cover art's done, back synopsis is ready. Just doing like a whole bunch of like little tidbits of okay, that was some fucked up ass background noise. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be going further into depth about books that I've been reading lately. Thank you for tuning into this latest episode of the Rough Draft. I previously touched on this topic, I believe, in episode 26. I was talking about certain books that I've been reading that have been influencing me and what I've been writing as far as a lot of my unfinished manuscript projects. So these books have been able to help me with story development, character development as well, a lot of storylines, a lot of things that I want to do to make my stuff seem more authentic. You'll say be able to touch on certain things as far as like cultural identity, you say history, politics, things of that nature. And I want to continue that as far as what I was talking about in that episode. And so I wanted to talk about a few more additional books that I've actually read previously before that episode. One book that I want to talk about is called Thoughts and Observations, Improving Our Lives Through Elevated Awareness. Now, this book has been written by a brother named Afi Makalani. The brother's actually a dear comrade of mine. I actually was able to buy his book recently. And so he writes a lot of really good thoughts and observations. Is his book actually reminds me a lot about my book and what I was trying to do as far as in Raise Your Brown Black Fist. I mean, he gives a lot of really good observations. He talks a lot of things about our history and our culture and how it impacts us in modern society, especially a lot of what he talks about specifically with his engagements with certain people. He was saying online through social media and how there's so much ignorance that's out there. And really, for me, I think for anybody who gets their hands on thoughts and observations, they're really going to get a whole lot out of it. They're going to learn a lot about our history, a lot about spirituality and culture. And just like he has like a lot of really great ideas up in there. So definitely, if you get a chance, you should get your hands on that. Another book that I actually read that's in my possession is called The Sovereign Psyche: Systems of Channel Freedom versus Self-Authentic Freedom. Now, this book is actually written by a brother named Ezra Aharo, in which Sovereign Psyche is actually a third book in a three-book series that the brother's written. The first, are you fucking kidding me? Shit. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host. That's not working. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about my literary progress so far for the month of December. Thank you very much for tuning into this episode. So we are now in the first month of December, or at least this is when this is being aired. Shit. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about my literary progress for the month of December. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the Rough Draft. We are now in December. I just want to talk about a couple of things. Shit. Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of the Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, I'll be talking about my literary progress for the month of December. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the month. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of the Rough Draft. As I said before, this is going to be the final episode of the year, so this will be my last one for 2020. I definitely will see you guys again in 2021. Where I'll be coming in with some new and some fresh episodes, so stay in tune for that. Definitely mark your calendars. Remember, I'll be dropping Knuckle Up in January. In January 22nd of 2021, that'll be the date. So remember to check that out. Like I told you guys before, it's posted on Facebook. So it's right there. Check it out. I also got it on my blog. So thank you so much for tuning into this latest episode of the Rough Draft. If you want copies of my books, you know where to go to get them. You go to my two publishers, Author House and Outskirts Press. You could also go to other outlets to get copies of my books, such as Amazon.com, Barnes & Nobles, and Books A Million. My books are also available in the ebook format, so you know where you can go to get them. Kindle, Nook, Kobo, iTunes, Script, Play Store, 24 Symbols, yada, 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 yada. Also, they're available in ebook format for libraries, so you can go to Overdrive, Hoopla, Baker & Taylor, and Biblioteca. So definitely also, if you're watching this on YouTube, like the videos. Please leave a comment. I would love your feedback. Definitely subscribe and please hit the notification button so you'll be kept up to date when I post my next video. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of the year. You said go out and enjoy the holidays. Definitely keep the fist raised. I'm always on my literary grind. Everybody, please be safe. I mean, we're up to like what, 275,000 people that we've lost from the coronavirus. Keep your head up. Enjoy the holidays, and let's make it through this together. All right, people. Peace.